Welcome to part 3 of our winter series. Our third and final morning waking up at Rooiputs was bittersweet because as much as we enjoyed Rooiputs, we were very excited for the second leg of our trip, which was going to Nossob. Another advantage of camping in the Botswana side of the park is that we get to miss the early morning Rivieren traffic.
We were treated to seeing some cheetah on the dune, a bit far away, not half as great sightings as we had at Mata Mata, our last trip. Always nice to see though. On our previous trip to the Kgalagadi, at the end of 2023, we were privileged enough to see the transformation of the Kgalagadi from a dry, arid landscape to a green Eden of life, with water being plentiful for all to enjoy. 6 months later, however, the water had disappeared and the greenery vanished. It very quickly turned back into the dry desert that we know. We noticed that the grasses were particularly high this season, and this was obviously due to the rapid growth during the summer season, owing to the massive amount of water that was received early on in the year. This did make game viewing particularly difficult.
We had a quick pit stop at Melkvlei, being quite close to Rooiputs and just wanting to get our way up north to Nossob. Just a little note, it was here that we left behind one of the locks to our trailer, and it was really frustrating. It wasn't the last time this trip that we had left stuff behind and landed ourselves in some hot water, but luckily it was just a lock, so it wasn't a crisis. Always check that you've got everything when you leave a picnic site. It was really nice to see on the drive between Melkvlei and Dikbartskolk how awesome the sightings for just general game were. We are used to that stretch of road being quite empty and barren, but we found that this particular winter each waterhole was filled with herds of oryx or herds of wildebeest. It was really just nice to see loads of game in the general area.
During our summer months, we have not had the privilege of seeing too many bateleur on our adventures. However, during the winter months, we have had some of the best bateleur sightings ever. We got up really close to them, got some really nice pictures, and as you know, it is Carmen's favorite bird.
They are really beautiful. Even the juveniles are very beautiful birds. During our summer series, you would have seen that the whole area between Rivieren and Nossob and even north was quite significantly flooded, but none quite as much as the Dikbartskolk picnic site. So driving up from Rooiputs to Nossob, we had noticed how different the roads were and how redone they were. It was really nice to see, as well as the bathrooms and the picnic site itself.
Seeing how nice the roads were on the way to Dikbartskolk compared to what they were in summer just goes to show how well sand parks take care of their facilities. I mean, it was absolutely nuts, the contrast between how bad it was in summer and how good it was this time around.
Yeah, this particular trip we were very lucky because we also seemed to be following the graders and driving a day or so after the graders had been, because all the roads, the entire trip, were exceptionally good. We were very lucky when we arrived at Nossob because we did arrive later in the day, but we managed to get a fantastic campsite on the fence of Nossob. So it was a really nice big campsite, and we had such a lovely 2 nights there before moving over to the premium sites. Our first night at Nossob, we made a butter chicken. The butter chicken we had marinated at home and frozen, as well as the sauce we had made at home and frozen, so that all we had to do was finish it off. One of the reasons we did it at Nossob is because we knew that there would be a kitchen and water, because cleaning the pan is quite a thing after you've had that. But it's one of our favorites, and that together with the naan we made our kids very happy, including ourselves.
Being in the Kgalagadi in the winter months gives us the opportunity to eat or prepare more curries and stews, and not to say that we don't light a fire every evening, we do, for ambiance and warmth, but yeah, during our winter trips we prepare a lot more in the form of cooked meals using our gas, as opposed to just braaiing. For those of you that follow our channel and watch our series, you would have noticed that we have put in a little bit more cooking ideas and kind of preparation and what we do when we are out and about. We would like to hear from you. So if you think this is a good idea and you'd like to see more content of us cooking and what we do in that respect, please leave a comment and let us know what you think.
Nossob was a great opportunity for us to practice the astrophotography without worrying about an animal coming up behind us. It was real fun. As we said before, we are amateurs, but it's really fun to practice and learn and have an opportunity with a really crystal clear sky and enjoy the stars. In our next video, we explore a little bit north of Nossob, visiting the Kubikikwap waterhole and meet our first lion of Nossob. So we will see you in part 4.